All right, what's going on, guys? I think we live. I just want to come on here and I want to show you guys what I'm seeing. So the reason I dropped that video earlier, and I made it so early, almost right after the open, was just because we are at a spot here on Apple and QQ where you are likely going to be getting that bounce, or you're going to go slightly lower, which now we're at that slightly lower spot. Someone left a fucking comment saying this was an unfortunate video, and I think they missed what I was saying there. Which maybe maybe I didn't convey it the best, but what I was saying is, hey, you're either going to get this bounce here and you're going to go up for a marginal divergent high over likely on QQ over here. Or you're going to start going lower, and then you're going to have this 4-hour RSI over here on Apple hit the same exact spot again. Then you're going to have a decent sized bounce. All right, guys, we got the decent sized bounce last time. Let's just look trough to peak over here. All right, you had a $6 move over here on Apple. I'm sure, hey, a lot of people are probably sitting here saying, hey, this is the big move. This is the big move. When in reality, no, you did exactly what I was pointing out. And I'm pretty sure this is exactly what I pointed out in that video. All right, if you start seeing Apple break down, all it's going to do is bring QQ back to the August high. And then you're probably going to have buyers stepping in at the August high to then shove you up higher. And then you're going to have that 4-hour bearish divergence over here on the RSI. So no, it wasn't an elevated vid. It was not an unfortunate video. The video served its purpose. That was the exact reason I made it and said what I said in the video, because it's either you got this or you're going to get something like this. You're going to go slightly higher, and then that was going to put in a divergence, and then there you go. You're going to start to see your big sell. All right, but like the same way I was saying, it doesn't add up over here. Why are you going to start a big sell when the main component of SPY and QQ has this 4-hour RSI, same spot where you've been bouncing at? It just doesn't make sense. All right, or you could still, guys, it's the same thing. You could still fall down here, but again, you're just going to have Apple's RSI all the way down here. I don't think a big sell is going to start when the main component of SPY and QQ has its RSI in oversold territory. I just don't, well, it's 4-hour RSI in oversold territory. Obviously, across the board, guys, we have this big sell setup. I've been preparing for this big sell setup, which is why, even though I did play the long side today, I didn't cut any of my puts just because, hey, all right, I don't think you're going much higher from where you are right now, and I do obviously see this big sell. You have QQQs. Weekly RSI is turned down now. I think we started turning off of 66. Yeah, up there at 66. You come over to the daily time frame, and you had, I called this out, you had this daily bearish divergence now over here on you had this big one that I said I it was on this day. I said hey, I'm calling it. All right, we're likely $5 off of the top. That was just going to be my call. All right, I don't know where exactly I called that, but we got up to 330, just about 338. All right, I'm sure it was somewhere in there. So hey, if this top holds, there you go. Your boy called that one. All right. Yeah, guys. I mean, hey, we're down here, and I'm going to show you ES right now, and it's not what you want to see if you want to be holding short. Listen, guys. I'm there, just probably most of the market right now. All right, with how this move is going today. All right, I'm sure you probably have a lot of people that hey, maybe you held your tongue down here. You held back, but now you see it up here, and now you're going at it. All right. And guess what? Yeah, I'm sure it would surprise a lot of people to go up and see a new high. People would probably be like, "Oh crap, we're going up to 348.50." Well, what if it's not that? What if you just have a marginal high up here and then you start coming down? All right. Something I actually want to point out over here is NQ did have the 4-hour bearish divergence over here on your RSI. So that is something that I said in my video that, hey, QQ doesn't have, and it's kind of a clear as day, no arguing with it. That's a signal. All right, you clearly see momentum is not, yeah, it's making a lower low as price makes a higher high. That's your signal. You got it over here. All right, QQQ, you did not get it. Regardless, you're right here at the August high, guys. You come over here to the hourly time frame. You do have your stochastic and your CCI deep oversold territory, and your RSI is just approaching the same spot. You were bouncing down here. All right, same spot. You got your bounces over here. All right, and then you're going to come over to, no, not SPY, ES. ES is the one that I think is really giving this away, at least to me. All right, and this is what I was getting at, guys. All right, you're going to go slightly down, and then that's going to set you up for a decent sized bounce before that big sell. or you are going to start freaking bouncing from there, and you're going to have that marginal high, and then there you go, and then we have our big sell. That's the next move that comes after that. But the way we went, guys, it's, in my opinion, odds are that you bounce here. All right, odds are not that you just sink through this. If you do start sinking back into the range, then yeah, I'm sticking with what I said. I think in the weekly update, guys. If you have a move start here, it goes here, and it comes back down here, what does that show you? It shows you it's not a strong move. All right, it shows you that this was a false breakout and that you're back in the range. Now we're going to have to wait for another breakout. All right, so yeah, if you see, price start getting sucked down into there, not strong, but I think it's much more likely that buyers do commence here. And this is where, if you're going to have another leg up, this is where it would start from. You would come back and back test the exact range that you broke out from. All right, now on top of that, you come over here to the hourly time frame, and you also do have your RSI. So not only do you have the 4-hour CCI and stochastic in oversold territory starting to hinge up, you also do come over the hourly time frame. You have all of these doing the same exact thing, and you actually do have a bullish divergence going on over here on your hourly CCI. So that is something to note as well. You do have a bullish divergence on your stochastic there as well. But again, it's screw the oscillators. Like, price action is key, guys. You're coming straight into the top of the range. I would naturally expect this is where buyers are going to commence. All right, but regardless of that price action, all right, what do we have? We have this, what is it, triple, quadruple bearish divergence or bullish divergence going on the 15-minute RSI. All right, I've seen one of these before, and it was down here, I believe. All right, I don't know where it was. Oh, it was right over here. All right, it was when you had this going on right here. All right, we had like a triple bullish divergence going on. So, I'm just pointing out that, hey, you have things suggesting you are likely going to be getting a bounce coming out of here. But keep in mind, guys, I mean, this is why I didn't sell my puts, even though you're going long on Apple. Why? All right. Why? Strictly because of this, dude. I know we're right by a top. All right. I think you are not, if you plan on opening up a swing long here, all right, and you're opening up here, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think. I think you have lots. I mean, even I got lots to learn the market, but I think you're at the very beginning stage of your market journey. All right, if you were opening up a long into this, all right, and it's not a day trade. That's all I'm getting at. All right, but yeah, I know a big sell is right here. It's very likely right here. But yeah, all right, I just don't think markets are going to be dying while Apple's looking how it is. And actually, we come down to the hourly time frame as well. You also do have your RSI over in oversold territory. You do have this bullish divergence on the CCI there. And yeah, I mean, same place you got to over here. Literally, it's the same spot, just like here. Right here on the 4-hour, it's at the same spot. Well, now the 1-hour is at the same spot. We're going to see what happens here. We saw what happened last time. I'm going to wait patiently and see what happens this time. And yeah, all right, guys, I just literally want to come on here and show you how things are looking because I do know I made that video early. And this is another thing that shows me, yeah, guys, it's extremely obvious, at least to me, that we're right here at the top. I'm still going to point out, this is showing you that listen, guys, the retail of the market, all right, this is on, was it CNN? All right, so yeah, retail, I don't think this is the most obvious short setup to retail. All right, I really do not. And I'm sure a lot of this move here, I'm sure it's catching a lot of people off guard, even though hey, we knew probably would be selling from here. All right, but yeah, guys, all right, nothing has changed. All right, big sell is still very, got you, dude, got you. And I'm coming on here doing this because someone left the comment saying this is an unfortunate update or something like that. And I was like, no, this is exactly what I was trying. I made it so this would happen. I made it at that point, and we either were going to see a bounce there starting from that, and then you knew oh, if we see a high, it's probably going to be a divergent high before that big sell, or you go slightly lower, probably come down here and backtest this, which we are right now. And then you're going to get that bounce for, again, probably going to get a more decent bounce than what you would have had without getting this wind up here. All right. It's like a spring. You're coming back. All right. You have a lot of people loading shorts here, most likely. All right. You get more fuel. Now, it doesn't have to happen. If you sink under here and you have over here on ES, if you get back into this range, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to start changing my tune. But also, you boys positioned right now for both sides. It doesn't really matter. All right. But definitely definitely more on the short side. All right, prices are sinking, your boy is going up. So there's that. 415 puts a week out possibly. Honestly, dude, I'd be playing QQQ. I am not too, like, I do have SPY calls right now, but I am not really too eager to be playing SPY. I'm going to be straight up, and that's just because of what you look over here. All right, just look at this expiration right here. That's 500. All right, 400 down here. You still do see all of this. All right. And I'm not saying, like, yeah, you get a catalyst, like, dude, it doesn't freaking matter. All right, you're gonna go down here and this open interest here, instead of it acting as a floor, if you have a catalyst, the forced selling, there you go. All right, this is gonna cause a gamma squeeze. But come over here to QQQ, and this is why I say, like, I'm gonna be sticking with QQQ. If I am shorting, and it's just, first of all, QQ has done what it's done. All right, you see where it is. Second of all, look at this, guys. Look at this. All right, you have all these calls in the money here. It is now in the dealer's best interest to bring these out the money, and these ones that are less, you know, less dense than the open interest over here. All right, put these in the money. So, yeah, I you know, all the way, that's, guys, that's coming down to 325. You have more calls in the money currently. That's $10 in the money right now. You have more calls in the money than you would have puts in the money if dealers brought it down to 325. So, same situation over here. I understand, like, this is heavier, but yo, these are all still in the money right now. If the dealer, like, you know, all right, like, you know, it's a win-win for the dealer right now if he gets to bring QQQ down. SPY, on the other hand, like I just showed you, which I'll come back over here. Maybe I didn't do the best job showing you there. SPY, on the other hand, you have, like, yeah, you have a bunch of this call open interest here, but you see right here, right, you have a crap ton of put open interest still. So it's actually heavier than the May 19 OPEX. So that is something that without a catalyst, it's going to put your floor in over here on SPY. You said 415 puts a week out possibly. All right, I'm just going to tell you right now, you're already at 415. So I personally wouldn't be taking that trade. I also wouldn't be I wouldn't be going short right now. I'm just saying I would have shorted. I mean, actually, I can't even freaking talk over here on QQQ. My last short was literally right in here. All right, it's still, let's see how we looking on that. All right, how we looking is we are only down 3% now. Well, 4%. So there's that. Your boy is happy on that one. It's nice. Appreciate the knowledge. Very impressive. Oh, this ain't nothing, yo. This ain't nothing. Just give your boy some years, all right? And we will, I don't know. We're going to be a lot better than this. A lot better than this. And guys, price is actually just sinking through this. So this is what I was saying, all right? We're going to have to see what happens here at the August high. I do imagine, like, this for QQ, this is where buyers naturally would be commencing over here on, what is it, ES? Right down here, this is where buyers naturally commence. All right, right now, Riot puts cash. Let's look at Riot, yo. I have not even attempted Riot after it ripped me a new one, so I didn't even. Oh, it was right over here. You know, look at that, and I'm glad I have not, because look at this thing. This thing must have been so frustrating to try and trade the past few months, or not months, past few weeks. See what's over here with Mara. All right, Mara's also been, holy Jesus, dude. Oh, that's insane. All right, they have traded Riot and Mara. This must have been, I don't even know. Like, I want to say this would have been in Trader's Heaven, but no. All right, like, this is not, no, that's tragic looking. That's worse than what we got going over here with SPY, guys. We thought this was the frustrating range. Imagine that. All right, I understand. Like, yeah, it comes down to $9 by $10 calls, but yo, like, you don't know that's going to be happening during these times. All right, that is frustrating price action, guys. Very frustrating. All right, which I'll actually note right now. This is something I'm going to be watching for, and something I called out in the vid. Bitcoin is right here underneath its neckline. So if you do see an upper move over here on QQQ, all right, is Bitcoin going to participate? I mean, I know it didn't participate like on the squeeze here, and that's like something I've been looking at, like that sketch. But like, hey, all right, you could very well, if you know, if everything starts pumping here, Bitcoin could pump back up, and you know, like, what if it invalidates the head and shoulders formation? All right, which if you can't clear as day, see that one, there you go. All right, and you're literally back testing your neckline right now and break under there. There you go. Probably coming down to a target, which I don't know where the target went. It was 25K, I'm pretty sure. Don't know where that went. Oh, well. All right, guys, I think that is pretty much it. I'll actually point out over here that DXY, yeah, it was on the 4-hour RSI. I saw it right here. All right, you did end up, yeah, you made a higher high over there. So you have this bearish divergence going on your 4-hour RSI. If you do see DXY pull back, which I'm just going to say right now, all right, like the natural relationship here, all right, DXY goes up, equities become more expensive, so you're going to see SPY go down, all right, but that hasn't been happening, all right. Regardless, if you do see DXY falling down and it decides to maybe come back down here and backtest, probably not going to come all the way back down here and backtest, but regardless, even if you do just start getting a simple retrace here, all right, that should you know, it literally just puts less pressure over there on equities. So I love BBC. What is BBC? You like big, nice. Nice. I don't know if you're talking about this thing or the other thing. I'm not sure, all right? Not sure. It's the other thing, nice. All right, nice. Actually, look at this. Look what's taking place right now, all right? This is pretty scary looking. Oh, we're getting some sinkage here. All right, and let's just see. All right, so this is something that just got burned through. We just burned our bullish divergence over here. So that is something to note right here. So this really was the reaction that I was waiting here. All right, I was waiting to see what was happening right here. Waiting to see what was happening right here. You do see we are sinking through right here, though. So that is something to note. I'm gonna wait to see if we get a 15-minute close underneath here. But I'm serious, guys. Right now, this really does look like it is going to be a bear trap, and they're probably going to send it back up for one more, you know. Doesn't have to be another leg up, but yeah, I mean, from what I'm looking at, guys, this really does look like it is likely going to be a bear trap. So just want to point that out. With that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next one. New holding, running heavy Buffett stocks. The Buffett stock. Nice. All right.